Welcome to the ITRI recruiting fair online, and I'm the EVP of ITRI, and I'll give an overall introduction of ITRI and some of the direction we are moving right now in robotics. And I think later on, Dr. Huang, technical director, will have some more detailed presentation about what we are doing in robotics. Okay, so ITRI, I think some of you may know what ITRI is, but ITRI was founded in 1973. It's a not-for-profit R&D institute under Ministry of Economic Affairs, and our vision is to create blue ocean value and bridge industry to academia, and we would like to serve as a world-class knowledge bank. So our mission is to apply technology R&D to drive industrial development, create economic value, and improve the social welfare. So, and our core value, the first one is innovation, and also integrity, and we encourage sharing within our institute, and also to share knowledge with the world. Okay, what? Okay, the next one. Okay, so I think every 5 years we will have to update our technology roadmap. Currently, our technology roadmap are divided into 5 categories. The first one is smart living, where our research is geared toward enjoy high quality life and lifestyles. Okay. The second one is quality health. So it's keeping healthcare good and affordable. The third one is sustainable environment. I think this has to do with the global warming, that we would like to create technology for low carbon energy saving and circular economy. The last one is resilient society. I think we have experienced pandemic, and also the current geopolitics issues will affect seriously on our economy and industrial development. So resilience is a very important topic that, and we would like to apply our technology to increase the resilience of the society. Those are very the 4 categories we will drive our research on. But under these 4 categories, we have some common technology that we like to emphasize. So then the common category right now, the common item that to drive all these 4 categories is intelligent technology. So in that intelligent technology, we will every year we will review what kind of technology. For example, currently artificial intelligence, and as well as the innovation of semiconductors are also very important. So those technology will be emphasized in the enabled technology category in our technology roadmap. I don't know why my PowerPoint is moving. Okay, so within ITRI, we have 6 core labs. The first one is information and communication core lab, with their focus on information technology and the communication technologies. The second one is electronic systems. I think people know that Taiwan is very famous or leading country in semiconductor and electronics. So this lab will continue research or apply technology to this field. The third one is material and chemical, where the innovation of new materials and the chemical process, as well as the circular economy, are emphasized in this laboratory. And the fourth one is biomedical technology and devices. So we are not only doing research on medical technology like a drug or some therapeutical technology, and we also develop medical devices for the future healthcare. And the fifth one is mechanical and mechatronic system, where I was the director of this laboratory, and it will emphasize on equipments and the mechatronic system. Particularly right now, we have a lot of a sizable research force for robotics in this laboratory. And the last one, the sixth one, is green energy and the environment, where we emphasize on the green energy such as geothermal, wind power, solar energy, ocean energy, etc. And they are also doing some research of how to reduce the carbon emission to the environment. And on top of this six core labs, we have the industrial service and the global collaboration institute, which is focused on the industrial development and try to link our research with the global research institute and as well as companies. And we have a particular department for service and the startup. And particularly on the startup, we encourage our employee to, once they have a technology that can create value, then we will encourage them to form a startup company. And this has been a tradition of ITRI, and we have already a lot of startups. The most famous one is the TSMC. Okay, I think this is a little bit slow. Do you see the change of the PowerPoint? No? I think the computer is down. Hello?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I think my computer is has some problem to play the PowerPoint. Oops. You still see the PowerPoint?
Now it's in the edit mode.
Okay.
For a PowerPoint. Maybe you can.
It's full screen?
Now it's a full screen in current status.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have a total staff of about 6,500 people, and among them, a lot of PhD and a master degree. And we already have 166 startup companies. And every year, we did a lot of industrial service and transfer technology to various companies. So we are not only technology or the scientific technology research institute, but we focus on how do we transfer the technology to the industry. Okay, we won a lot of international recognitions, including the 9 times winner of Top 100 Global Innovator Award by Clarivet. And we have award from CES, Edison, and particularly R&D 100. Every year we have maybe 6 or 7 and up to 10 awards by the R&D magazine. Okay, so there are a lot of international recognitions, and so many of our friends in the international community knows that our value, and they are quite enthusiastic in collaboration with ITRI. And not only in Taiwan, but we also have a branch office in different countries. For example, in United States, our office is located in San Jose, Silicon Valley. And in this slides, you can see the many companies and the research institutes. And we collaborate with them. And so this office serves as a window of contact to those companies and institutes. Okay, in Berlin, in Tokyo, and recently we established one in Bangkok to serve our Southeast Asia area. And within ITRI, I think everyone joined ITRI not only work, but also we have to take care of our family and take care of our health. So in ITRI, we wish our all employees have a balanced life, not only in work. So of course, in the working environment, because ITRI, as I said before, we have 6 core labs, so we cover a lot of technology. So interdisciplinary or cross-field collaboration is a common thing in ITRI. So our employee can access various type of technologies, and this will drive their innovation. Sometimes they can find out that in their field, maybe some technology in other field can be applied directly and create a lot of value. So this is a very precious environment for the R&D people that try to drive the innovation. The second one is the family, and we have a child care service. So if you have very little kids, like in the kindergarten, we have a kindergarten service. So you don't have to worry about sending your child to school. Okay, it's within ITRI. So it's very a good service for our employee. And every year we have a health check service, and we pay our employee to do the health check. And there is a Yoho Club, which is a recreation center. And if you have time to come to ITRI, you can see the facility. It's a very good facility with a warm swimming pool, etc. So our employee can enjoy their workout in the recreation center. Okay. So that was a general introduction of ITRI. And right now, we are trying to do the research and the development, especially push the industry into the next generation of robotics. And previously, we have done a lot of research on industrial robot. And currently, the industrial robot has to have the technology in several categories. For example, I can think. In other words, for the robot to be able to do the work for the manufacturing, they no longer are commanded directly by people. They can think by getting the information from sensors for the environment. So for example, for vision. So in other words, in the future, every industrial robot should have a camera with it. So the robot can see what's going on and make the decision. And I can work, meaning the robot will try to learn the skill from people. Okay. Previously, a lot of people are dedicated in manufacturing process, but some of the work are very is a repetitive work or has to deal with a dirty environment. So it's not good for the human worker. So the robot can do that for the human. So the robot has to learn from the humans. And I can move in the previously, a lot of industrial robots are fixed in some tabletop or some locations. But in the future, the robot will move like a people around the manufacturing facility to do their job. Okay, so those are core technology we try to develop within our industrial robot team. And I think a lot of current artificial intelligence will be applied to this category. Previously, I think in the future, to realize the robot technology to the field, we need to develop the robot equipment integration. In other words, the robot is no longer working alone. The robot has to collaborate with the peripheral environment, for example, some equipment. So in other words, the robot has to integrate with those equipments. And this creates a lot of technology items that we have to study. For example, how do you synchronize with the equipment, because there are so many type of equipments. So the robot has to be intelligent enough to know what's going on within that equipment, not only by communication, but also by seeing what's going on and what's seeing the behavior of the equipment so that robot can collaborate with the equipment. The second one is the human-robot collaboration. I think the totally unmanned factory is very difficult because there are a lot of things that the human are doing better than the robot. So how does the human collaborate with the robot, or how does the robot knows the intention of the human and to do the job for the human without some tedious programming or other commands? That's very important. So the human-robot collaboration is another very important direction for the future industrial robot. The third one is skill enhancement. Like I said before, some of the skill, for example, the metal polishing. Metal polishing is hard work for human, but the human can do the metal polishing very well because of the skill accumulated through years. But in the future, how can the robot share some of the loading of those human? Those workers, the robot has to learn the skill, but transferring the skill to robot is not an easy thing. Okay, I think as I said, the progress of artificial intelligence are able to help to do the skill transfer. So this is another very important direction of our industrial robot technology. So within the industrial robot, we have a lot of job openings. For example, in robot control technology, we need to do some low-level control of the robot. Okay, so we welcome people to join us with basic AI technology and familiar with the robot systems. For example, you know what is the inverse kinematics and how does the robot do the calibration with the vision system, etc. And those who work on this category will have to know C++, Python, and preferably knows what is the robot operating system. And currently, I think that in the world, people are looking more into using the ROS as their operating system for robot. The second one is robotic subsystem controller. Like I said, the robot has to integrate with the peripheral environment, peripheral equipments. Okay, so again, experience in robotics, vision, and AI integration, and the various languages like OpenCV, PCL, CUDA, welcome to join us. And particularly because if the robot integrate with the peripheral environment, the multitasking, multi-threading technology is very important because it will involve a lot of real-time response of the robot and the equipment. Okay. And the third one, which is very important in the future robotics, the simulation and optimization. I think many of you know that the current AI technology and digital twin technology will help a lot in performing the analysis of the procedure. For example, a robot has to do something, and before commissioning the robot, it's better to simulate the robot behavior within the environment. Okay, that's the first simulation. The second one is the robot in the future will have a lot of behavior that is very complicated. In other words, it's very difficult to use the traditional model-based technology to program the robot. So the robot, if we apply the artificial intelligence to robotic system, then we need to train the robot to know what's going on and to train the network that can perform the action. So that type of training is very costly if we deploy the robot, if we train the robot in a real environment. So if we have a very authentic or high fidelity simulation, then we can train the robot within that cyberspace. I think that currently the NVIDIA's Omniverse or sim-to-real technology will be applied a lot to our development. And for the intelligent service robot, this is more emphasized on artificial intelligence. So first one, agentic AI robotic system engineering. So we have developed intelligent agent system for service robot. And the second one is very important. We need to integrate multimodal foundation models. For example, vision language model, visual language model, large language model, and large behavior model, etc. I think this is currently a very hot topic in artificial intelligence. People try to develop various models, and those models will be applied to the future intelligent service robot. And of course, not every robot has to communicate with the cloud service. So we need to have some edge AI device to deploy to each individual service robot. And the second one is strategy and the technology experts. I think the service robot is still an emerging field. We don't see a lot of service robot in our society. Mostly, like for example, your vacuum cleaner, the vacuum cleaner at home, and some of the food delivery robot in restaurants. Other than that, I think there will be a lot of opportunities for us to make the service robot that can serve the society. So but out of them, we need to have a strategy, because ITRI is only a 6,000 people institute. So we cannot do everything. So among those, this very promising and emerging field, what is our strategy of technology and the product development so that the ITRI can win in the future service robot industry? So this is very important. And so we need people with knowledge and to form the strategy for us. Okay, so career opportunity in ITRI, I think is very good for young engineers and for people who want to participate in the future robotic development. So we have the I think our ITRI provide the opportunity for you to explore new technology and create real world impact. And if you are ambitious in creating your own company, then you can find a lot of good friends, and maybe in the future your colleagues. So you can form a team to create a startup and expand your horizons and grow your career. Most importantly, I think in ITRI, you can contribute to society directly, because there are a lot of mission-oriented projects that when you create a technology, you will directly benefit the society. The last one, I said, overall speaking, enhancing your own value. I think this is a very good institution for you to participate. Okay, so we have job internship channels. So for those of you who are still in school, you can apply the internship. So maybe spend summer 3 months in ITRI to join a particular lab, to interact with people, to know what's going on. And so you can send your CV resume to our talent email address. Okay. Okay, so that's about it, my presentation. I hope this gives you an overall view of ITRI, and as well as some of the robotic program we are doing. So thank you.